To all my parents out there, I just wanted to come on and be really, really real with you for a moment. Now, I know it's quite easy for a lot of people to watch other people's lives online and think that, you know, all these social media influencers and stuff, they're doing a fantastic job. They never tell their kids off, they don't shout and stuff because their life looks amazing, let's be real. But at the end of the day, they only show you a very small clip of what their life is actually like. I get a lot of people in my comments and stuff saying you're a fantastic mum, and you know, that is one of the biggest compliments that people can ever give me. At the same time, I still battle with myself to actually believe that sometimes. So basically what I'm trying to get at is last night I had my daughter come to me. So it doesn't look like much now because it's been rubbed off, but basically my daughter came to me while I was on the toilet and she said to me, look mummy, it's me, you and daddy, and this one is you, this one is angry. And sorry, I had to take a moment. It made me feel really upset because at the end of the day, like, that's not the image that I want my daughter to think of me. And then she come back after, she saw me, you know, I was trying to hold it together, but she saw me get a little bit upset, and then she drew another picture and she said, look mummy, here's you happy. And I said to her, look, I said, you know, that's okay. I said, if that's how you feel, like, I would rather you be honest with me. You know, if you feel like mummy's getting angry a lot more recently, shouting and stuff, I would rather you tell me and be honest with me. I said, don't try and draw a picture of me to try and cheer me up. I said, that is not your job to try and cheer mummy up and help me. I said, that is not your job. But yeah, it just really bothered me and it really got to me. So, and I know that's something that I need to work on, and I know that is something that a lot of parents really struggle with when it comes to keeping their cool, losing their shit at their children and stuff like that. So basically what I'm trying to get at is, you know, just because you look at other people's lives online or you see other people out in the street, how they deal with their kids and stuff, and you beat yourself up about it, just know that we don't show you everything. You know, you're not seeing everything. You are only seeing a really, really, really small clip of people's lives and stuff. So just know that we're all here with you, we're all doing it together, and it's okay to have a shit day, but actually the most important part about it is to actually recognise it. You know, I mean, okay, it's not great that my child had to come to me and tell me this. I mean, I knew anyway. I think a big part of me knew anyway. I was just struggling to know how to deal with it myself. But her coming to me has been a bit of a kick up the arse, and it's not great, but at the same time, that's then our job to then work on that. And I apologised to her and I said to her, I'm sorry that you felt, you know, that you feel this way, that mummy's getting more frustrated with you, frustrated at you recently and shouting a lot more. That is something that I'm going to work on. At the end of the day, we don't have to be perfect parents. We are not going to get it right all the time, but what we can do is just actively every single day work on it, trying to be better, and actually just recognise it and apologise to our children when we have been shit, because we're not perfect, we're human, we're going to make mistakes. And actually I also feel that that's important for your children to see as well, that we are human, we're going to make mistakes, we're not always going to get it right. Anyway, I'm waffling on a little bit, but basically I just wanted to come on and just say to you guys, anyone that's having a really shit day with parenting, feeling guilty about shouting at your kids and stuff, just take that time to actually, you know, talk to your children about it, and, you know, just try and work on it. But just know that you're not alone. We all have days like that, but we just don't show you everything.